Hello everybody, Jeremy here, and today I want to show you the Disney Infinity Starter Pack. This is the PlayStation 3 version, but this game is also available for Xbox 360 and Wii and Wii U. And the starter pack costs $74.99. However, I paid $60 for it because of a coupon at Toys R Us. So if you aren't familiar with Disney Infinity, just know that it's similar to what Activision has done with Skylanders. Whereas inside of this box, you get a game and you also get 3 figures that can be placed on a special base to import them into the game. And the whole rub about the whole thing is, in order to play as more characters, you have to actually buy the figures in the store, which sell for $13.99 individually, or you can buy them in packs of 3 for around 30 bucks. And if you want to play as those characters in different stages, depending on, the world that they came from, you can buy play sets for about $35. And right now the only play sets available are for the Lone Ranger and Cars, but there's a Toy Story playset that's coming up and all kinds of the playsets that have yet to be announced. So, like I said, PlayStation 3 version of the game, everything that you need to play already comes in this box. You don't have to buy anything else. You can get along just fine. So the starter set, no matter which version you buy, comes with 3 characters. You got Mr. Incredible, you have Sully from Monsters Inc. or Monsters University, and then you also have Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. Pretty cool, huh? So let's take a look at the back of the package and see what we can find there. And as it says here, their worlds, your imagination, no rules. That's because Disney Infinity, one of its main gameplay modes is something called a toy box, which lets you mix and match figures. So for example, if you're playing in the world of The Incredibles, you can't just put Captain Jack Sparrow into that world because he doesn't belong there. There's a continuity thing going on. But when you enter the toy box mode, then everyone can come together, and then you can also design your own worlds. You can create them, you can craft them, you can set up different actions and reactions. You can link things together in order to make things happen. So there was always an example of when you kick a soccer ball into a goal, you can set it up so that fireworks explode when you hit that goal. So the toy box is just this big, expansive, creative fest that you can put all your toys in and have them interact with each other. So we see on the back of the box the other playsets that you can get, the characters you can get. From Monsters University, you've got Mike and Randy, and from Cars, we've got Mater and Francesco. From The Incredibles, we have Violet, Dash, Mrs. Incredible, and Syndrome. And from Pirates of the Caribbean, Davy Jones and Barbossa. And there's also the Cars playset and the Lone Ranger playset, as I alluded to earlier. So, what do these figures look like? Can you actually play with them outside of the game? Do they have articulation? We're going to find that out right now. And here's a close look at the 3 figures that you get in every starter pack of Disney Infinity. We've got Mr. Incredible in the front, flanked by Captain Jack Sparrow on the left and Sully on the right. Now, looking at all of these figures, we can see that their base is kind of goes hand in hand with the world that they're from. If we can look at Mr. Incredible, it looks as though he is standing on some broken concrete because he's Mr. Incredible and he's quite strong. It looks like he's fallen into some concrete. And with Captain Jack Sparrow, it looks like planks because he is a pirate. And with Sully, I really don't know what that is. What is that, water? I'm not too sure. I was never a big Monsters Inc. fan or Monsters University fan, so don't really know what that is exactly. But yes, here are all 3 of those figures, and you cannot remove them from the base. At least that's what I believe. I've tried to remove them from the base and it's very difficult. And I would imagine that if they were meant to be removed from the base, then it would be much easier to do. So I would not recommend trying to remove them from the base. And also, they don't really double as being action figures. Like if you didn't want to play with them in the game, and you can just kind of play with them by themselves, then you can do that because none of them have articulation, like in their arms, and of course their legs are on the base, so those aren't going to move. The heads don't move, so they're just kind of there in static poses. So if you wanted to kind of have a double use for these as action figures and as figures that you can play with in Disney Infinity, sorry to say, it's not going to happen unless you don't mind playing with static figures. These are really just more like models. So let's just take a closer look at around each figure individually, front to back. There's Captain Jack Sparrow. Let's just turn him around. See, he's got all his digs on. He's got the long hair. He's got the bandana. And all of his flourishments. And of course his little bendy rubbery sword there. And Mr. Incredible. You know, pretty standard fare for Mr. Incredible. We turn him around. You see he's got a little bit of white on him. That was from the case, or from the box that he came in. So pretty nice design on him as well. And last but not least, certainly not least, this is the Sully from Monsters University. Good pose on him. I like his face. I like his expression. I like his "hey you" kind of expression. You know, cool guy. And there's a look at his back. So yeah, one thing that I do like about these figures is that they do seem like they are pretty well designed as far as their facial features and things like that go. So that's a look at the figures. Now let's take a look at the other stuff in the box, which is the base that you play with, and also something else. This is the Disney Infinity base, and you need this in order to import the characters that you have as well as their respective power discs into the game. It can get a little bit complicated, but I'll do my best to explain it. So there are two main modes in Disney Infinity. One is the regular mode where you pick a character and you play in their world. And there is a toy box mode. And the toy box mode lets you mix and match characters. You can put two different characters from two different types of worlds, two different movies, into the same toy box. And you can, create some of your own levels, really. You can make your own racetracks or, whatever that character unlocked for you. So this is how it works. Let's say I'm in the regular mode and I wanted to play as Captain Jack Sparrow in his Pirates of the Caribbean world. Well, the first thing that I would need to do is I would need to place this into, I don't know my shapes, into the corresponding bay. Now this right here is called the playset piece. And this playset piece is going to tell the game which playsets you have access to. So if we can get a little closer look at this particular piece, you can see that we have symbols for the Incredibles, this skull right here is from Pirates of the Caribbean, and when we flip it this way, we see that M for Monsters University, Monsters Inc. And you have to put that down in the base. And when you do that, it tells the game, okay, you can unlock that playset because you have that character. So at that point, I would just take Captain Jack Sparrow and I will put, because he has a circular base, and I will put him down in here. And you can see like there's some little tiny, well, you can't really see it that well, but you can put him down in here. And this will allow me to immediately start playing as Captain Jack Sparrow. So it will be the same thing if I wanted to play in the Incredibles playset. Since I already have the playset piece on the base, it automatically unlocks that particular playset. So I can put Mr. Incredible here, or I can put Mr. Incredible here. It really doesn't matter. And then I'll be able to play as him. Now, something else that you get inside the pack are these. This is a power disc. And these power discs can be used in the toy box mode. So in order to use this, you have to place in place of this playset piece, because when we're in toy box mode, we're not dealing with the playsets anymore. We're dealing with this big open world that you just sort of play around yourself. So I will put this piece right there. And I have no idea what it unlocks. And that's because the power discs are random. They sell them in little individual packs. And you can get them for about $5 a piece. And you really don't know what you're going to get. But for me, I seem to have gotten some kind of Wreck-It Ralph thingamabob. And I don't really know what that does yet. So if you look at the instructions, it says that these power discs, they're used to give your characters special abilities and unleash new gadgets and customize your toy box by placing up to 3 hexagonal power discs on the C spot. So I would imagine that means that maybe you can, I'm not sure if these stack, but you can have up to 3 of these power-ups active at one time. So just as a reflection, when you want to play the regular version, not the toy box version, you have to use the playset piece and you have to put it, why can't I get that right? And you have to put it in there, and then you have to use the corresponding toy and put that on one of these 2 circular bases, and then you'll be able to play in that playset. If you're not dealing with playsets, if you're in toy box mode, you don't need this, and then that's when you put your power discs into the hexagonal spot. A little bit complicated, yeah, sure, you bet, but you know, you'll get used to it. One more thing that you get, and I'm going to cover this up because I don't want anyone to have it. You get these, well, you get a little card, and my finger is covering up a code on the card, and you can go online, you insert that code into the disney.com/infinity website, and when you do that, it will, well, you have to have a Disney account, and then it will remember which characters that you have unlocked, because there are some iOS apps that are coming out, and it will allow you to play the toy box mode on your iPad. Pretty much the same toy box mode that's available on the console versions, but you'll be able to play it on the iPad. And then you will be able to insert those characters into your toy box, provided you have already purchased them and unlocked them and tied them to your account. So that's how that works. So now that you see how everything can be set up, let's do some actual gameplay footage. So right now I'm going to play Disney Infinity. I'm going to be putting these things on the base, and we'll be able to see if this game can hold the attention of an adult and if it's just all that fun in general. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. This is Disney Infinity, and here's a bit of a little cinematic trailer-ish thing just to show you everything that you can do in the game. There's Buzz Lightyear from the unreleased Toy Story pack. We got Cars, we got the Lone Ranger, the Incredibles, all that jazz. But let's actually play it. So press start. And I did have to install this onto the PS3's hard drive, which took probably maybe a little less than 10 minutes. Connecting to Disney Interactive, linking accounts, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to do that right now. We're just going to jump right into the game. So just so you know, I haven't played this before. I haven't done anything. You are watching it and learning just as I am. So now we are totally loading. which is very exciting stuff. I will say that the base does light up some like purple and blue colors. So use L to move your spark.
Every great idea begins with a spark of imagination.
I'm just collecting all these sparks. Okay. Become one with the spark.
Over time, with care and a sense of adventure, it begins to grow until it's so bright that it can't be contained.
My spark!
And imagination becomes reality. Imagination could take you anywhere, but you have to take the first step.
Do I? Alright, so this is me controlling my spark. The spark is just creating things as it goes. Alright, let's just enjoy this, yeah? The spark does not like trees or rocks. Let's go up the stairs.
As you use your imagination, it can be the gateway to new discoveries, and will grow until it shapes who you are.
Is it me? Is that my spark?
Influence those around you.
Yeah, so I'm controlling Mr. Sparky. And there's Mickey, Emperor of Disney.
Hi, pal. How about a little magic?
Let's see what kinds of adventures we can have by using a little imagination.
Alright, you know, so... Oh wow, Jack Skellington!
My friend, it is I, Jack.
Where'd he go? That was awesome. I like Jack Skellington.
Oh, this place is so beautiful. I've never seen anything like
Puns? So, you know, it's cool. They don't immediately throw you into... Oh, it's Wreck-It Ralph! And what's her face? That was also a great movie.
Not only can we meet new friends, but we can visit new places.
I gotta tell you, after I saw Wreck-It Ralph, I did go online and play the Sugar Rush game. That song is so catchy.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Everyone's here, it's Woody. Childhood overload.
Oh, let's ride, partner.
That doesn't sound like Tom Hanks at all. Oh well. Maybe it is. Let's just follow Woody.
Hey, how you doing? Hi, Sully.
Whoa, this is a change of scene.
So I haven't put anything on the base yet. This is just the introduction to the game. There's Jack.
Avast! A pirate shipwreck ripe for plundering. Our orders be coming now from Captain Jack Sparrow. He's in need of a crew to get that ship seaworthy. Come on, let's help.
Double jump. Ooh, yes, we got some Uncharted style climbing. Oh God, no. Oh, are you serious? That is embarrassing. Oh well, it's all real time. We'll get up there. Although I have to admit, I was a little confused on where I was supposed to go. We'll figure it out. Here we go.
Yarr, there be the Flying Dutchman. Let's get aboard and take her from Davy Jones. What'd be the best way of getting there? Using our imagination, says I.
Move the toy cannon.
Set her down, matey.
I made it! Ooh, okay. Where are we now? Are we in Incredibles land? The land of the Incredibles? I think we are. You know, and the fact that there's not a sequel to The Incredibles yet, it's just, it's blasphemy.
It looks like this town's in need of a hero. You better lend him a hand. Come on.
Oh yeah, it's showtime.
Quick time events.
Here comes another one. Take care of it.
Triangle to attack. That's different. It's usually square.
Hey, over here. You with me?
But yeah, once again, I have not placed anything on the base yet. It's just merely the introduction. Just kind of giving you a taste of everything. You know, so you can go like, oh wow, this Cars section was fun. I'm going to buy the Cars playset.
I'm ready to race.
R2 to go, I'm imagining? Yep. Past the ring of fire.
Oh, free fall! Nothing a little imagination can't solve. Careful! Look out!
Oh, we're dodging.
Surfbots! It's gonna take a whole
Oh.
team to get rid of these guys.
It's my own fault for being.
Oh, I'm Buzz Lightyear. Ouch. How dare you attack Buzz Lightyear? Get up!
Now that is impressive aim.
I don't know if you can lock on manually.
Woohoo! We did it! And there's nobody better than Mickey to show us our next adventure.
Lord Mickey, show us the way. It's a quite treacherous path you got us going down here, there, Lord Mickey. Oh, wall jumps! Oh, or not. So since it looks like this is going to be probably a pretty long video, I just may split these up into parts. Just so I won't have one video going on for about 35 minutes and the other one's like 30 minutes. I'm gonna, well yeah, I'm gonna split it up. I'm gonna try to make things a little more bite-sized. But yeah, here we go. The wonderful world of Disney with all these wonderful characters. Oh sweet, there's Phineas, but no Ferb. What's with the Ferb hate, man? I know he doesn't talk much, but Ferb's a good guy. He's good people. Okay, now here we have, this is the base. The Disney Infinity base. Now, Now it looks like they want us to put something right there, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So as you can see on the base, it's glowing, so I'm going to place Captain Jack Sparrow on the base. And like magic, there he is.
You'll always remember this as the day that you set sail with Captain Jack Sparrow.
Welcome to the center of your experience, the Toy Box. Anything's possible here with a spark of imagination. You can drive a car, battle evil minions, or hunt for hidden treasure. Want to create your own unique world? Check out the Red World Pad to master your skills.
Brilliant.
Alright, so I am currently inside the toy box where there's apparently a lot of stuff that I can do
The
here.
Red World Pad is used to access your adventures and save your game.
Alright, let's check out what this one does. What does that say? Vault lock, earn spins to unlock. The green. Pick a toy. Oh wow. So this is how you customize different parts of your world.
Place a playset piece on the Disney Infinity base if you want to visit that playset.
So if I wanted a Disney Infinity pine tree, I can place that wherever I want. I can turn it around, I can rotate, and I say I want that pine tree to be right here. I just place it, exit,
Hey, you got some sparks. The sparks
and there's that pine tree. Awesome. Okay, we can probably get into this a little bit later on, but for right now, let's visit Captain Jack's world. And I'm going to place that piece right here. So go to playset. Would you like to go to the playset or continue in the toy box? I'm going to go to the playset for pirates. Yes. And it's loading up. And away we go. After a toy is purchased from the playset catalog, it immediately becomes available for use in the toy box. And we have a nice little loading interstitial with Jack Skellington. Woo!
Once again, the seas are mine to rule.
But although you can't see it now, the Disney Infinity Play Base does glow when you have characters on it. And even when you don't, it just sits there glowing. Alright, so maybe we'll move my dinghy forward.
Of course it would be under attack. Now, to find a dock without being noticed, or shot, or killed.
And the arrow is your compass, follow it, and it will lead you to a safe place to dock. I can handle that. Great. Oh no! Oh, it's under us. We're good. We're good. This dinghy is not so easy to turn.
This looks dockable.
Alright, let's dock the dinghy.
I must celebrate. Why are we all not celebrating?
Sweet.
Ah, Fintel and Rigetti. Always good for a laugh.
Captain, it's a good thing you're here.
Aye, sir, but I'm afraid we brings bad news about our Mr. Gibbs.
He's not dead or nothing. Just been locked in solitary confinement's all.
Poor blighter. Though he knows where to find him. Follow us.
Okay.
Do you know, you're my favourite captain under whose ranks I sail, Captain Sparrow.
Let me get these sparks here. They're useful for something. Alright, let's follow these guys. Wait, hang on. More sparks. You know, you have to collect the sparks. You know, you just have to. you see crates lying around, you'd be remiss if you don't do it. Bio Beauty's hat. Alright, so it looks like we can do a little bit more customization, and I like that. Gives you a reason to go back to some stuff and play again. The character looks a little different. I like that. Let's shoot our
We're
flintlock.
not able to get ourselves in beyond this point, sir. Might you be able to help us?
Here's something that's interesting. Notice how the tip of his gun is a little bit red. Almost makes it kind of look like a toy in a way. Because, you know, kids. At least that's what I think. I could be totally wrong. This gun could be like that in the actual movie. Alright. Wait, we got more. We got more crates here. Get those sparks.
Well played, mate. I'm stronger already. Brilliant.
So spins. Wait, so is that the name of the stuff we're collecting? Spins? I thought it was sparks. Oh well, I'll figure it out. This is all new to me.
This here lock while you take down the blackguards.
We're with you in spirit, sir.
Okay. Let's shoot some dudes. That was easy. Do I have a limit to how many bullets I have? Doesn't seem like it.
Nicely done, sir.
So as expected, you know, this is pretty simple stuff. And it probably won't get much more difficult as time goes on. Because of course, you know, this game is being sold to kids, even though adults also would like to purchase it. I believe, is this a safe spot? Select toys and missions. Let's see. We can go to the toy store and check out the mission log. Alright, let's check out the toy store. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so these are the requirements. Continue playing to unlock them. Alright, I can do that. Looks like we got some more customizations here. Privateer's hair. Oh dear God. And this is probably stuff that maybe you can use it in the toy box. I'm not too sure if you can use those in the proper playset games. I would hope so, but we will see. Let's break up these boxes a little bit more. Alright. Oh, there's something else over here. And it may seem like, oh man, running off the beaten path, always collecting stuff, but, you know, I like that. I like just going around finding stuff and collecting it and adding it to my collection. Because, you know, it gives me more of a reason to keep going. Like, there's a treasure chest right there. And especially since you can use these to purchase more things, like you can go in your toy box and, you know, really deck out your own world, and it looks simple enough. And if you have an iPad, when that app comes out, you'll be able to continue your toy box process from the iPad. It works just like the console version. That's great stuff.
But you'll find Gibbs up in that tower.
All right, what's this? I don't know what that was. Let's shoot him. There we go. The way we solve problems with the gun. Oh, let me get these first, then I'll go back to that. He's still alive. There we go. You see they break up into a bunch of pieces when you defeat them. So, you know, like toys, you know, so it's not like you're killing someone, you know. Alright, let's jump up here. There's got to be something here, the way these crates are being placed. There's got to be something up here. Ugh, having a little bit of trouble with the camera. Here we go. Yep, there is something up here. Is there fall damage? Well, let's see. Nope. And that's great. Dragon woman's body. And let's go back around this way. And we're gonna go up these stairs. More coins.
Surrender!
Who said that? Was that me? Well. Wow. Platforming? Don't mind if I do. Gotta do better than that, buddy. I've been platforming in for about 20 years or so. Maybe more than 20 years. Alright, let's get this. Break up these crates. And so yeah, Disney Infinity, it is an expensive proposition. Now, it's very interesting that on the first day that this game came out, there were plenty of sales. Target has a 50% off on the Cars and Lone Ranger playsets. They normally sell for 35 bucks, but Target is selling them for 17, and the Target I went to wouldn't sell me any because their system was messed up and it had it as not being released until October 15th, so they wouldn't sell it to me, even though I was like, well, it's in your sales ad and it's a big display there, you know, but they couldn't resolve it. I'll probably go back later in the week, whatever. I wasn't about to sit there and argue over something like that. Oh, you see that? They're kind of like telling you what you have to do in case you get stuck. So yeah, the fact that these characters cost $14.99 for just one, and if you want a pack of them, it costs you like $30, and of course, getting the pack will save you more money in the long run, but it is quite a lot to ask for, considering that you're getting these non-articulated models of toys. And you know, could the same thing have been accomplished with in-game purchases for like $2, $3, $4, $5 maybe? Yes, it could have, but you know, what's the point in doing that? Because the main goal is to make as much money as humanly possible off people who love this kind of stuff.
Keep her coming!
So yeah, it is a bit pricey.
You're almost here!
I'm imagining that as time goes on, probably
Don't look down,
much like Skylanders, things will probably end up being on sale pretty often, so that maybe you'll find a, you know, buy one get one 50% off on these figures,
Is the map
so that they can become more affordable.
Sadly, no.
All right, let's see what they say.
I found its hiding place, sure enough, but was caught breaking in to get it. We'd best be off if we want to beat Davy Jones to the map. Elsewise, he'll be on his way to collecting the treasure.
Master Jibs! Davy Jones is here for the map. Lucky for us, he doesn't know where it is, but I do. Okay. I'll follow you, sir. Alright, we'll just... Whoop. Got him. Don't worry about it, man. You just keep walking casually. Climb up the mountain and get to the cave opening and get that map. Okay. I'll just do that then. But first, yeah, you know, and I'm just really curious to see what all these, ouch, what all these gold stars and whatnot do. Where exactly am I supposed to go? He mentioned a mountain. Is it over? Oh, it must be up here, I think. Is it? No, you can't go up there. Well, dudes, let me talk to him again. What'd you say? Climb up the mountain and get to the opening. Okay, show me. Okay, you see that this is highlighted. which means you can totally grab this. All right, I like that. I like that a lot.
Thank you, Captain. Now I'll be taking this map so Davy Jones will be on his way to the prize. If he gets it, you'll be trapped on land forever.
Fool! I hope you enjoy your stay on this pittance of an island while I rule the sea. Summon the Kraken!
Here comes the Kraken. And each playset, they say, will provide you with about 6 to 8 hours of gameplay, which is not bad.
Bess was entirely unsuccessful. Perhaps Gibbs has fared better. Where has the one-shot ball gone to?
So 6 to 8 hours per playset is, it's not bad. And I'm imagining that's probably just go through the main game. Probably doesn't have anything to do with the unlockables and stuff
Well,
like that.
it appears the map be lost, Captain. Suppose we'll just have to go after the prize itself. And the only one who'll know the route is Tia Dalma. Of course, we'll need a ship to visit her, and a bit of shine to purchase said vessel.
Hoist the colors! Snap to and set sail! You can do much more than that when you get your own ship from the toy store. What's our heading, Captain?
A new toy pirate ship.
If you want, you can have more than one mission open at a time. The mission log will help you keep track of them. Let's open it up and take a
Yeah,
look.
sure.
From here, you can get to both the mission log and the toy store. Open the mission log. This shows all the missions you've accepted and lets you activate a particular mission. Choose a mission to activate. Once you've activated a mission, the compass will lead the way. Great!
Alright, so it costs 600 of these little coin thingies to buy my pirate ship. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. And it is totally there. And I say, show me. And it'll show me exactly where to go. So, from here we can just roll around and get missions from people. Like, here's someone I can talk to. And I have to go to the clock tower. That's another mission just to show her around. So yeah, it's like a little sandbox here. And I can pick her up. And I can throw her. And take her to where that ship is. So yeah, this is the big world to explore, and I am not going to do all that on the video right now. But what I am going to do is save the game, and I'm going to come back, and in the second part of this video we are going to look at the Incredibles playset, followed by the Monsters University playset, and then we're just gonna wrap this up. So yeah, thanks for watching part 1 of my Disney Infinity Starter Pack series of videos. I'm Jeremy, and I'll see you very, very soon.